record. Definitely don't think that is under threat.
That was the year he won the Austin Seeley Award, one of 4 Trinidad and Tobago athletes to do so.
We did have qualifying in the under-20 boys 400 hurdles. And we're set for quite a final coming up. Two wins for the Bahamas in the 400 hurdles, one for the US Virgin Islands. The Jamaicans are favored in the last one. They have 2 big guns, the only 2 who have gone under 51 seconds this season, ranked 5th and 6th in the world this year at the under 20 level. And so they come in as handy favorites, but we've seen so often at these CARIFTA Games that matters not whether you're the favorite, because there are some informed kids coming for the titles.
If anything, there is a slight boost for Robert Miller. His record in the under-17 competition still stands.
Let's head across to Donald Oliver. Hurdles final coming up. Jehu Gordon, the record holder, 49.76. Here's the lineup. Jeremiah Francis of Trinidad and Tobago, Zion Davis, Bahamas, Shane West, Trinidad and Tobago, Robert Miller, Jamaica, Kyle Ned, Grenada, Princewell Martin, Jamaica, Akane Samuel Francis of St. Kitts and Nevis, and Rashad Gibson of Barbados. Going through their final paces, the crowd being introduced to the long jumpers, including, of course, the reigning Austin Seeley Award winner, Janeda Gans. Also in that lineup for Trinidad and Tobago, Gianna Paul, who led the heptathlon impressively last year before injury, rolled around to the remainder of the competition. No combined events action for her this season. She is going for it all in the long jump final. There is Robert Miller, still the under-17 400 hurdles record holder. Fell from the outside, lane number 8 at the Jamaican High School Championships in the under-20 final. He'll be hoping to avoid a repeat tonight in search of a medal. The introduction of the long jumpers has been going on for quite a while now. There are 20 of them, so you can imagine it's taking a little while. Here's a look at Kyle Ned of Grenada. Looked good in qualifying this morning. Is there a chance for a medal? Let's start on the outside. Rashad Gibson of Barbados, 54.23 in qualifying. Takes his place in lane number 8 in the championship race. Akane Samuel Francis, a silver medalist last year at the under-17 level, 53.68 to get to this final, the Kittishan. He has the quality to medal. Princewell Martin won the under-17 400 hurdles title in Kingston in 2022, took silver at the under-20s last year. He's one of the favorites. Kyle Ned of Grenada, good in qualifying at 52.16, ran with a lot of confidence this morning. Let's see if he can repeat or get even better in the final. Robert Miller at 50.89 is the 6th fastest under-20 athlete in the world this year. He is last year's under-17 champion and still the record holder. In lane number 3 from Trinidad and Tobago, Shane West, 52.20 in qualifying today. Has an outside shot to the medal, and with the crowd pushing him, you never know. In lane number 2 for the Bahamas, 52.23 in qualifying, Zion Davis. And closing out the field, in lane number 1, Jeremiah Francis of Trinidad and Tobago. He qualified with 54.46. Final of the under-20 boys 400 hurdles.
Shane West just taps his right thigh. Hopefully everything's all right. You know how athletes are. A little superstition, just get the feel, make sure everything's right.
Francis, Trinidad and Tobago. Davis, Bahamas. West, TNT. Miller, Jamaica. Ned, Grenada. Martin, Jamaica. Samuel Francis, St. Kitts and Nevis. Gibson, Barbados. Final of the under-20 boys 400 hurdles. Who will get it? Who will get the under-20 boys 400 hurdles gold medal? The Grenadian Con Ned has gone quickly. Closes down on the Jamaican Princewell Martin, who starts to respond down the backstretch. The second Jamaican Robert Miller going steadily in lane number 4. Ned, Martin and the Canadian Francis of St. Kitts and Nevis, with Robert Miller drawing closer for Jamaica. 4 close together as they get ready to transition down the stretch. It's Robert Miller who leads, overstriding to a couple of the hurdles, but they say that is better than chopping strides. He's put it together now. Robert Miller is well clear of the rest of the field. There's a battle on for silver. Princewell Martin will get it ahead of a Canadian Francis of St. Kitts and Nevis, who gets bronze. But Robert Miller, in his first year at the under-20 level, decimates the field and wins back-to-back 400 hurdles gold medals at the CARIFTA Games. That really was stunning. Fell at the Jamaican High School Championships, but he has put it together brilliantly today. 50.42, it's the personal best and the CARIFTA gold medal. This man has the center for...
The 2025 CARIFTA Games in Trinidad and Tobago staged an electrifying under-20 boys 400-meter hurdles final, brimming with speed, determination, and competitive fire. Anticipation was high, as the lineup featured the Caribbean's most promising young athletes, many already leaving their mark internationally. Jamaica entered as the dominant force. The island nation boasted the only 2 competitors under 51 seconds this season, both ranked among the global top 6 for the under-20 category. Robert Miller, still the reigning under-17 champion and record holder, led the charge. His 50.89 earlier in the year established him as one of the top junior hurdlers worldwide. Partnering him, Princewell Martin brought impressive credentials as well, having captured the under-17 crown in 2022 and silver at the previous under-20 championships. Challengers from across the Caribbean lined up with ambitions to shake Jamaica's supremacy. Grenada's Kyle Ned, who clocked 52.16 in qualifying, Kenia's Samuel Francis of St. Kitts and Nevis, last year's under-17 silver medalist, Trinidad and Tobago's Shane West and Jeremiah Francis, Zion Davis from the Bahamas, and Barbados' Rashad Gibson. Each competitor arrived with fire and determination to challenge the favorites. When the starters pistol fired, Ned exploded out of the blocks, rapidly closing in on Martin in the adjacent lane. However, as the backstretch unfolded, the Jamaicans settled into a controlled rhythm. Miller, positioned in lane 4, displayed impeccable hurdle technique and fluid stride mechanics. By the 200m mark, he was steadily advancing on the leaders, striking with precision at each hurdle. Rounding the final bend, Miller accelerated decisively. His long, smooth strides carried him efficiently over the barriers, and even a few slight overreaches didn't disrupt his momentum, a strategy often preferred over chopping strides to maintain speed. Behind him, Martin and Samuel Francis engaged in a fierce battle for the remaining podium positions, while Ned's early burst began to fade. On the home straight, Miller proved untouchable. Powering toward the finish, he created a clear margin, crossing in a personal best of 50.42 seconds. The time not only secured him the gold but also marked the fastest under 2,400-meter hurdles globally in 2025 so far, giving him consecutive CARIFTA titles and solidifying his status as one of the Caribbean's most thrilling young hurdlers. Martin followed with a strong 51.41 to claim silver, delivering a Jamaican 1-2 finish. Samuel Francis took bronze in 51.56, adding another medal to his growing collection after last year's under-17 success. Meanwhile, Ned suffered a late stumble, failing to complete the race despite his promising start. Beyond medals and times, the race showcased the Caribbean's remarkable depth in hurdling talent. From Barbados to the Bahamas, St. Kitts and Nevis to Trinidad and Tobago, the competitors demonstrated skill, heart, and regional pride, reflecting the CARIFTA Games' role in nurturing future global stars. For Jamaica, the result reinforced their dominance in track and field. Producing world-class sprinters and hurdlers alike, the nation's development system consistently generates athletes capable of challenging the best internationally. Miller's victory, in particular, signals potential impact at the upcoming World Championships in Tokyo, even on the senior stage. The 2025 CARIFTA Games have already offered drama, records, and memorable performances, and the under-20 boys 400-meter hurdles final stands out as a highlight. From Miller's flawless execution to Martin's consistency and Francis's fight for bronze, it was a showcase of preparation, talent, and competitive spirit. The Caribbean's sprint hurdle legacy remains vibrant, and the global athletics community would be wise to take notice.